Alright, how's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are feeling dope today, because I'm most definitely not. I don't really get sick often, but when I do, that shit is terrible. But I'm gonna be at the crib all day anyways today, so I thought, why not record another one of these little stories for you guys? And this one, I'm gonna be talking about the time when I smoked shrooms on accident. Yes, I said that on fucking accident, y'all. But so anyways, this one comes from like last year or whatever, but it's another one of those entries into the saga of me kicking it with my buddy Jay. And this one's for sure gonna be a banger, a heater if you will. But without further ado, let me get right into it. So the day started by me just doing what I did back then, just playing video games and serving people at my place. Or my mom's place rather. But I had texted Jay and asked if he was down to hang out, and he started telling me about how his parents were gonna be gone for the whole week, and they left him in charge over his house. So I asked if I could go over, and my mom said yes. So I packed my shit and I went about my way. And he actually lived really close to me, because all I had to do was drive down the freeway for like 2 minutes, if even. And then I turned to right on the exit, and I was already there. So after I made my way over, I parked outside next to his mailbox so the cameras didn't see my car or anything. And he came out to greet me and all that. And then we just smoked a few joints and a blunt or two down in his garage. And he was showing me all the new stuff he was working on doing and installing into his car. And this guy, let me tell you, I still to this day do not know what the fuck his dad did for work. But he always had like 6 different vehicles parked outside his house at like all times, man. And none of his siblings were even old enough to be driving, but they were old enough not to give a fuck. They didn't tell his parents about shit, and we would stay there just stinking up the house, just fucking reeking that shit up. But they wouldn't tell him anything, so we were doing what we do, reeking up the house all day and night with the fucking weed we were supposed to be selling. But we just smoked till we were feeling how we were supposed to be feeling. And then we went down to his basement where that's where his room is. It was like all the way downstairs. So we played a couple games of Apex, and he asked me if I wanted to smoke, and I was still high as shit from like earlier. But I'm always down for the cause, y'all. So he looked at me and told me we could just smoke right there. And at this point in time, this was unheard of to me. Smoking in the house, like just chilling, sitting on a beanbag with a joint in my hand, that was an unfathomable act. Like, yo, I had never had the experience of doing that before. So, because my mom believed that, like, wholeheartedly, that the Mary J was, like, the reason for everything bad in this world, bro. Like, fucking 9/11, that shit's because of weed, bro. Like, fucking, she thought there was actual, like, crafted from the devil himself or some bullshit. But back to the story, we started sparking up in his room and just doing what we did. When a couple more people started hitting us up, and we had already been serving bud here and there that day. But as soon as the sun goes down, that's when the real tweakers present themselves, you know. And we had these mushrooms as well, and we had the whole crib to ourselves. So of course we had the trap doing fucking Olympic level gymnastics, flipping and breaking down those bags. But we came up with an even better idea than just selling them as is. Fuck, sorry, my fault. But we had gotten down to the last few ounces, and we went to the store and stole these empty like little pill capsules that were advertised as like food storage or some bullshit. But we went straight back to Jay's place and got right to work. We started grinding up these shroomies, and the process took a little bit, but after a while we had them ready for consumption, y'all. We stuffed like a gram or so in each little cap, and we started telling the peeps about it. And they came flooding in, because at least where we live, this was like low-key unheard of. Like, yeah, people made edibles and people made like shroom chocolates, but they still tasted like ass. So these were literally just like eating a gram of shrooms, but in one swallow, without any horrible taste like lingering in your mouth for like the next couple minutes. So we had people pulling up with their friends and just grabbing handfuls of these things. And you best believe we were making profit, because we were charging like $20 a cap, depending who it was, you know. But after a hard day's work, it was getting later, and we stopped serving as many people and went back to our regular scheduled programming of just playing video games and watching movies. And we resumed our sesh after twisting up some nice little blunskies, because we recently got back from our friend Dom's house, and this motherfucker gave us like a 50 pack of flavored blunts called like Juicy J's or whatever. But yo, they're pretty dope, by the way. But we were just getting out, kind of out of pocket, bro. We were trying, like, we smoked so many blunts that day. We were trying out each and every little flavor or whatever. So we were smoking on this fucking stank pack, because we were smoking on this like purple ass bud with beautiful orange hairs, and this shit tasted like armpits and fucking foot fungus in the best way possible. Like, this shit stunk. But after we switched over to the joints is when I really noticed the weird taste, like a half hour after the fact. And dude, bruh, we had been grinding up all of our kush with the same grinder that we had been crafting up those shroom capsules with. So we were essentially smoking shroom weed in his room for an hour or so, bruh. And let's talk about the effects this had on me, because at the time I had never even tried mushrooms before, even though I had been selling them for a minute. Well, I had tried them when I was with people. I'd just eat like a little piece out of curiosity, but nothing big enough of a dose to actually feel much. And this felt like nothing like acid or anything of that sort of thing, you know? It was mostly just like a great body sensation, much like really high amounts of edibles have on me. But I felt very level-headed, and I didn't have any visuals or anything. But Jay was turned as fuck. He was literally like circling the outer planet system, because by now he had down at least like 4 or 5 G's by himself. So I took over the TV remote and I swapped it to Netflix to introduce this guy to the show. And if you guys don't know about the show, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I would do anything to experience it for the first time again. And I watched it sober the first time. I couldn't even imagine how my buddy felt seeing all this crazy shit and colors just going into his fucking drugged up brain. But this show is called The Midnight Gospel. And it's essentially a podcast with the most psychedelic and colorfully contrasting images known to fucking man. While people are just talking about like the most abnormal shit. But after the second episode had started, we were geeked as fuck, and I took the executive decision to eat a few shrooms, cause I already smoked them that night, so fuck it, right? But the rest of the night was chill as hell, just watching this and watching DJ Ghost on my phone, smoking all this man's fucking halfway joints and roaches out of this like makeshift ashtray that we had made earlier. But yeah, that was really my first experience, not only indulging myself in the substance, but I didn't even do it on purpose, and it was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. I will always promote mushrooms to people because it's really the safest drug out there, because it's not like made in a motherfucker's basement or like a laboratory like acid is, and it's dead ass naturally occurring in nature, just like weed and all that other shit. But hopefully, stop fucking texting me, ho. But oh my Jesus Christ. But what was I saying? Alright, my fault. I had to put my phone on D&D, bruh. Holy shit. But what I was saying was, I hope y'all are rocking with these short stories about stuff that's just happened to me in my life and shit. And most importantly, I hope y'all are having a real stony rest of your day, getting high as you please, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget to actually go down and hit that subscribe button, you high ass fools. I've been doing this and I've been getting like 50 views, 100 views, 80 views, and I only got 23 subscribers, bro. Like I'll fuck with it. I mean, that's Michael Jordan's number, but like, god damn, y'all high ass bitches. Go down and hit the subscribe button, man. Peace out. Alright, love y'all.
Ayy, smoking on some pressure that's exotic up inside my body. Tell your bitch to kick it, kicking shit kinda just like karate. Love the way she on it.